Hello ladies and gentlemen, Force here, and we're gonna continue playing Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls with the Barbarian on beta style. So I got another piece of armor over here. 19 armor, plus 1 vitality, regenerates 2 life per second. I lose 2.3% damage, I get 1.0% toughness and 3.7% recovery. Okay, I'm not gonna use it because I lose damage. So let's continue. Let me check the map first. So there are 3 ways to go. I want to check this one over here because I think it loops back. No, that's a dead end. Okay, maybe this area is gonna loop back somehow because it's much wider. You're making a lot of noises, you know that. Some gold. Okay, we're gonna take it.
I'll taste your fear. I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
Okay, so there are a lot of those carrion bats and carrion nests over here, which is not a pleasant thing because they're kind of horrifying. Oh, and I got a new skill, leap attack, I think. Let me check the skill first. Then I'm gonna continue. Leap generates 15 fury, cooldown 10 seconds. Leap into air, dealing 100% weapon damage to all enemies within 10 yards of your destination, and slowing their movement speed by 60% for 3 seconds. I'm gonna equip it just for testing to see if it's much better than ground stomp. But ground stomp, it's I think it's much better because I can block the enemy, especially if it's one that's running away. So let's continue and let's see if we can find some guys to test this new skill on. Okay, carrion bats again. Yes, and it has a cooldown, which is not a good thing or a pleasant thing at all. So I'm gonna switch to the ground stomp, but first let me be safe from those guys, because I think I can't change skills while I'm in battle. Yeah, so it did loop back, but it took a bit of a long turn over here. Okay, so let's continue. We might find a treasure. And I got a new weapon. 9 damage. Plus 1 to 2 lightning damage. I lose 21.1% damage and 1.4% recovery, but I'm not gonna switch it. What I have, it's much better. Even though it's magic. Okay, another piece of armor, boots. 18 armor, plus 7% movement speed, plus 1 thorns damage, minus 1.7 damage, plus 1.2% toughness, and plus 0.2% recovery. I'm not gonna use it, even though it's 18 armor. I'm sorry. I lose 1.7% damage. That's a lot. Yeah, instead of 25, almost 26, I go back to 24, almost 25. So no, I'm not gonna change it. As I've said, my thing is damage, dealing more damage, getting more strength, and getting much stronger. So I'm gonna take this area and go down to, I think there is another level. Yeah. It's a bit of wandering around while you clear the area, after you cleared the area, and getting back to the next entrance or to the exit. I think the exit of another area, it's marked just by stone, a tall stone, which I don't know how it's called. If you're wondering what sound, if you heard this weird sound and you were wondering what's that, that's my door opening and closing it. Okay, so we have new gloves, rare gloves, which is a good thing. Regenerates 3 life per second, reduces cooldown of all skills by 3.0% damage. 3.0%, sorry. Monster skills grants plus 2 experience. Okay, increase gold and health pick up by 1 yard. But I lose a lot of recovery, 11 recovery, and the damage and the toughness is the same, so I'm gonna equip it anyways. If I don't lose damage, I'm gonna equip it. This is a bow, which I'm not gonna barbaric stem. Okay, and the two-handed axe, 13.5 damage, plus 3 to 4 damage, plus 26 vitality, reduces all resources costs by 6%. Monster skills grant plus 3 experience, 3.5% damage, plus 52.2% toughness, and the recovery is the same. I'm not gonna use two-handed weapons, so let's continue. I stole a lot of on that axe or items, but I like to take my time, because as I've said, I'm kinda learning again the game, and checking for better items. It's much more interesting than running around and picking up every item and using it just for, I don't know, research purposes. So yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna do this if I'm gonna play the game on fully, that means a full walkthrough or a full playthrough. So yeah, this is the stone that I was talking about, but the area is not cleared, so we have another way up there. So yeah, I'm gonna check that and then come back here, because if I go back the exit, then I have to go a lot to wander to the entrance of the cave, so much better to take that stone. Okay, so nothing interesting. Well, that's that. Do I have any? Yeah, 15 armor, monster kills grant plus 3 experience, the same damage, plus 0.2% toughness, and I lose 8 recovery. But I'm not gonna use it because what I have it's rare, and I'm gonna replace magic items with rare because they are much better. Okay, so let's continue where we were, clearing every area and every bit of zone that we can get into. Okay, then I think somewhere over here. Yeah.
More fury.
Yeah, so as I've said, the ground stomp is much better than the leap, because I can stop the enemies. I can block them for a few seconds, and the cooldown is moving very fast, so it's not like I'm blocked for a long time without using the ground stomp.
I'll taste your fear.
I guess leap it's much better to reach an area full of enemies, a horde of enemies, if you are kinda away from them, and then use the ground stomp and block them to use the rend and then continue attacking them. Yeah, that's a piece of strategy over there. I get a lot of items and I don't check them, so let's see what we've got. We got a bow and a belt. 14 armor, yes, I lose a lot of a point of armor, but I think that's okay. Plus 10 strength, increase gold and health pick up by 2 yards, plus 1.1% damage, plus 0.2 toughness and recovery. So I'm gonna use it anyways, because it gives me more damage. Even though it's just a bit of damage, but still, more damage is better than no damage or less damage.
You cannot stand before me.
When I'm gonna reach the cemetery, I'm gonna turn back. I reach it as the atmosphere changed, and I'm gonna go down to clear the area, because this is kind of a big map, and There are a lot of guys over here, so I'm getting much more experience after that. Oh boy, did you have throws? Wasn't necessary, you know that. And now that I'm smashing those graves, there are gonna be a lot of guys rising. It's like opening a grave and the dead are rising from their graves. So yeah, let's take care of this guy because it pisses me off.
Need more time.
I know I need more time. A bunch of guys over here. Let's take out the wretched mothers first, which is much better than letting them spawn other guys. At least they are not rising again. Good, good, good.
Against my blow. Not ready yet.
Oh boy, as I've said, I hate those guys. I don't like them at all. Stump. Nothing there. Okay. Did we got some items? No. And I got a massacre. And a bit of experience, which is good.
I need fury.
Those guys are making some weird noises. What was that like? Ooh. I know zombies and all that stuff, but really? That's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Not really. Just a bit concerning. Okay, so we have another guy that explodes into snakes, or whatever those guys are. Oh, there are two of those. Okay.
You cannot stand before me.
Okay, so let's take care of the wretched mothers.
Your flesh is weak.
22 kills, 23, 24. That's good. I remember when I played the first time the full game, I ran into a bunch of guys and I think I did 150 kills on that go. It was interesting. File grave, nothing. Only a trap, and I hate that. How many of them there are? Because they keep rising and rising and it's not ending. 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, come on, one more, 30, 31, 32, and it's vengeful now. 33. Okay. And we reached level 9. That's gonna unlock us Rupture. Enemy slain by 𝐂𝐿 explodes, causing 160% weapon damage as fire to all other enemies within 8 yards. Okay. Around some nothing. And we have another skill, Overpower. Cooldown 12 seconds, deals 380% weapon damage to all enemies within 9 yards. That's a good thing if you, in case if you need a lot of damage fast. Let's see if when we find the house of the apprentice. Because I think that guy's dead, if I remember correctly.
Gathered the most devout, driven, and martial Zakharum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these recruits, these crusaders, were given insight into the primal powers of Zakharum in a way no paladin ever.
This must be the blacksmith's apprentice.
As I
Adric
thought.
should be told of his fate.
I was expecting that. wandering around alone in the middle of nowhere with all of those guys rising from their graves and wandering the wilderness. Not a pleasant sight at all, and equals death instantly. Well, it's kinda looking that we clear this area. That means we're gonna get into the cemetery. So I kinda use the overpower, which is a good helping thing, as you can see. Get back here, can run away. What's over here? Okay, so it looks like this is it for this area, which is called Weeping Hollow. Yeah, it's a nice touch. This is a nice wallpaper over here. The trees, the lantern in the middle of the night, and yeah, that's kind of a nice touch. But oh, I forgot that I have to clear the areas surrounding the cemetery, which is over here. Well, let's do that and then we get back into the cemetery. I know this part is mostly based on this area, but as I've said, I'm clearing every area that I get myself into. As I said, that I want to have fun, learn the game and all that stuff, and basically get more content.
Still recharging.
Why is playing? Was the Tristram song playing while I was smashing those graves over here? Smashing not in that way as you might think if you were a bit of a thinking guy, because I don't want to call you names and stuff. I don't want to make no one angry, even though I'm doing that every day, at every time, without wanting that to do. So yeah. Anyways, enough with that weeping and wobbling about my problems that you don't hear. Get back here. How many of them there are? Come on. Not over? Not over? Finally, it is. Over here, nothing. Then... we didn't get any items. Only some of them which I don't use, and some of them that are common. So yeah, a bit of a bummer. But anyways, let's continue. Okay, so there are 3 crypts over here, which I'm gonna clear each and every one, because as I've said, I'm gonna clear every area that I'm getting myself into.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
Hello, jumping fellow from your grave. You should have stayed dead. Sorry. As you see, I can't pronounce some words correctly by I don't know what reason. 17 armor plus 7% movement speed, minus 1.6 damage, plus 0.9% toughness and recovery, which I'm not gonna use because I lose damage. So basically we need to find the right crypt, but as I've said, if I find it, I'm gonna continue playing and checking the other areas. Yeah, I know it's gonna take a bit of a while, but that's the thing that I have to do. It's very interesting how fast you can grow in level if you're playing the beta version of the game. If you're clearing every area and killing every enemy. It's interesting.
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny needle-sharp teeth.
Well, that's a weird description for the imps, which makes them more terrifying. Let's see if we find the second crypt over here, or how it's called. I was saying that I'm gonna clear every area and I'm gonna check every crypt here, because there are 3 crypts. But now if I think of, I kinda need to stop recording for now because I don't have enough time. So after and if I'm reaching the new crypt, I'm gonna
The tragedies
end the
in
video.
these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
Okay, let's check the belt. 30 armor, which is good. Increase golden health, pick up by 2 yards, minus 5.5% damage, which is not good at all. 0.9% toughness and recovery, which I'm not gonna use because I lose damage. So I was saying that I'm not gonna check every crypt if I find the right crypt in here. So yeah, I'm gonna stop recording and I'm gonna continue in the next video with the checking of the next area that I have to go myself into. Come on already. Too many of those guys. Huh, I expected another wave. I got used too much to the waving and all that stuff. A lot of waves coming one after another. Yeah. Come on, it's not the right crypt. Please tell me that I found the right one, because I kinda need to end the video first of all, and after that I don't know. Ooh, again that weird sound. Oh, level 10, nice. And we unlocked a passive slot, which is a good thing, I think. Pound of flesh, that sounds interesting. Come on, get here. Okay, I'm not gonna run around after you, because that's time wasted. Okay, let's check this. We have a pound of flesh. When you are healed by a health globe, gain 2% life regeneration per second and 4% increased movement speed for 15 seconds. This bonus stacks up 5 times. Well, that's good. Ruthless. You deal 40% additional damage to enemies below 30% health. I think I'm gonna go with that, because I kinda go on 30% health on the enemies from the first attack that I deal. Okay, I got another piece of armor. Braces, 18 armor, physical skills deals 4% more damage, plus 1 strength, minus 2.7 damage, plus 0.6 toughness, minus 7.6% recovery. And magic helm, 23 armor, plus 8 vitality, but I lose damage, toughness and recovery, which is not a pleasant thing if you're searching for damage as I do. I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to end this video over here somewhere. I was hoping that I reach the proper crypt, or at least to get out of this area if I don't find the right crypt. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. But maybe this is the right area. Who knows? If I find the right crypt, I'm gonna keep playing after I clear that area too. Yeah, so this is the right grip, which is a good thing, but I'm gonna keep playing. That's gonna be, I don't know, 2-3 minutes more of the video.
I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
The crown must be near.
And after that I'm gonna go home and end the video. The sounds of this area are very concerning. Okay, hello, I know, yeah. As I expected, giant fellow coming out through the door, smashing everything up. Got another piece of armor.
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it, and I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
I hate those guys, they make weird noises. Everything that makes weird noises, I hate it. Okay, so we have the Chancellor's Altar.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Well, I have to, because I can't get past by him if I don't get him back.
I can't pick up anything else.
Well, then I'm gonna drop a common item and pick the 𝐀16 armor file skills deals for 4% more damage, plus 4 strength, plus 7 vitality, plus 6% extra gold from monsters, plus 13.6% toughness, and I lose damage and recovery, which I'm not gonna use. I know it's bad, but still, damage loss, no. 37 armor, plus 17 vitality, increased gold and health pickup by 2 yards, minus 2.2 damage, 33.4% toughness, and 1.7% recovery, which is, I think, a good thing, but I lose damage also, so I'm not gonna use them. So we got the town portal, which I'm gonna use right now, and I'm gonna end the video. But first of all, I'm gonna sell some items,
I've got some brand new goods.
and then I'm gonna end the video,
Interested in.
because I need to stop recording for a while, and I want the game to be saved. I don't want to do stuff again. Don't talk to nobody, go back. Okay, go back over here, and that's that. So I'm gonna end this video here, so if you like it, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Don't forget to follow me on my social media pages. You find all the links in the description for them, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.